We want to talk about the tax hikes in a second, but I want to read for our viewers something that Senator Harry Reid, the Democratic and the Majority Leader in the U.S. Senate, who said, "We do not need to bring a budget to the floor this year. It's done. We don't need to do it." Talking about last year's two-year agreement and saying, so it's already done. This budget, I can assure you, and you know because you've been in this town for a long time, is going to be attacked as a political document. This is a budget that promises 2 million more jobs if it's passed, so that come September, the president can go out there and say, well, if they'd only pass my budget, we'd have 2 million more jobs, but those darn Republicans are standing in my way, when in fact, even the Democratic leader in the Senate says, you know what, we don't need a budget.
Well, let's be clear. What Senator Reid is talking about is a fairly narrow point. In order for the Senate to do its annual work on appropriation bills, they need to pass a certain piece of legislation which sets a limit. They did that last year. That's what he's talking about. He's not saying that they shouldn't pass a budget. But we also need to be honest. You can't pass a budget in the Senate of the United States without 60 votes, and you can't get 60 votes without bipartisan support. So unless Republicans are willing to work with Democrats in the Senate, Harry Reid is not going to be able to get a budget passed.